What's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. So let's go ahead and slide on these couple of topics that I have for you today. So the first topic being this situation that's going on with George Foreman, right? So guys, if you don't know, George Foreman basically is being accused of forcing himself on two minors back in the 1970s, and so they've come forth and they filed lawsuits in Los Angeles County in regards to the situation that supposedly had took place. Now, the former heavyweight champ has come out and vehemently denied these accusations that have been brought upon him. But, you know, just like every celebrity and people in general that have thin skin, he basically went to his Instagram page and shut down all of his comments. You know, guys, I really hate that when people are being accused of something, whether, you know, it's true or false. Why turn off your comments? To me, in my estimation, it just seems cowardly, and I hate when people do that. Now, when we come across situations like this, the first thing that we ask is why now? Why did it take the women so long to come forth with these accusations? Look, I'm not here to tell a woman when she should come forth with her truth, right? And I do understand that in those days, a lot of women, they were just pushed and shoved to the side when they came forth with those accusations. You know, people didn't believe them, and I'm pretty sure it's humiliating and embarrassing at the same time. But I just hope moving forth that we have evolved to a place where, you know, if you're violated as a woman, that you report SA when it first happens, you know. And I'm going to say something that's probably extremely unpopular, but I just feel the need to say this. If you are a grown woman, and notice I said grown and of age, and you're violated to that magnitude, and you don't report it when it first happens, and you wait 10 years to report it, and if other women were violated by the same man that violated you and you remain quiet, I think that you should be held accountable in the court of law. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you should be thrown in jail, but at the end of the day, you remain quiet because your silence put other women at risk. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about the situation, right? Now, I do understand in this particular situation dealing with George Foreman, they are alleging that they were minors when George Foreman allegedly forced himself on them. So let's go ahead and read what they had to say in regards to this situation. All right, and it says here, two women filed lawsuits Wednesday in California alleging that George Foreman, the former world heavyweight boxing champion, essayed them when they were teenagers in California in the 1970s. According to the lawsuits, the women, using the pseudonyms Gwen H. and Denise S. to protect their identities, initially met Foreman when they were under 10 years old through their fathers. One man was a boxer and sparring partner of Foreman, while the other one was a boxing manager and longtime advisor to Foreman. Foreman then groomed the girls for several years, according to the complaints, before forcing them to have S with him in places ranging from a San Francisco hotel to an apartment in Beverly Hills. The two women, who are both in their early 60s, filed the complaints in Los Angeles County Superior Court. Foreman also told one plaintiff, according to the complaint, that she could never tell anyone about their relationship. You don't want your dad to lose his job, do you? Representatives for Foreman referred to inquiries about the lawsuits, in which he is identified as Doe 1, to a statement he released last month announcing that he was anticipating a lawsuit. Over the past 6 months, two women have been trying to extort millions of dollars each from me and my family. They are falsely claiming that I essayed them over 45 years ago in the 1970s. I adamantly and categorically deny these allegations, Foreman said. He added, I will work with my lawyers to fully and truthfully expose my accusers' scheme and defend myself in court. I don't pick fights, but I don't run away from them either. The claims were filed under a California law allowing survivors of childhood SA to file civil lawsuits. The law, which went into effect in January 2020 and expires at the end of 2022, has resulted in thousands of claims accusing coaches, teachers, clergy, and others of SA. While numerous claims have been settled, only a few have gone to trial, including one involving a former high school tennis star from Martin County, north of San Francisco, who was AB'd by his coach and awarded $10 million in damages by a jury in May. All right, so you heard what they had to say about this situation. Now, I'm not about to convict George Foreman in the court of public opinion, nor am I going to say that these women are lying on him either, right? But at the end of the day, one thing that I do like is the fact that George is saying that he's willing to take this to court and fight it out. You know what I'm saying? To clear his name of any wrongdoing, right? But if he settles, now you leave it open for people to speculate that what these two women are alleging that is actually true. Now, of course, I don't know George personally, but he just never struck me as a person that would indulge in such egregious behavior. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, we're just going to let this thing play out and see, you know, what the result is. Now, I want to move along and talk about Wendy Williams, right? I know Wendy stays in the news, right? This time, you know, this is just a sad situation. Now, the pictures that you're about to see are from Tuesday night. She called a cab, right, to take her to the liquor store and to take her to the local smoke shop, right? And so basically she had the driver to go in and purchase a bottle of vodka, right, while she sat in the car. She did go into the smoke shop and she bought her a pack of cigarettes. There's no management with her. There's no supervision. She's incoherent and she looks completely disheveled. And as a matter of fact, where the hell is her security? Listen, I understand that Wendy does not have her show anymore, but in my mind, Wendy is a A-list celeb and she needs to have security with her, especially given the mind state that she's in right now. She needs to have somebody watching over her. I don't think that she's coherent enough to make basic decisions, right? Now, she made that decision to carry her at liquor store though. You know what I'm saying? She also made the decision, right? We say that she's crazy and she's losing her mind, but she's calling around to, you know, tell her friends not to support Sherry Shepherd and not to go on her show. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right, she does need somebody to supervise her. And I think that she needs to get the hell out of New York and go back to Florida. And then that way she could be around her father and she could be around her brother, you know, her immediate family, the people that love her the most. But I can remember Tommy saying not too long ago that every time he suggested to Wendy to move down to Florida permanently, she runs away from the idea. She does an about face because she doesn't want to be in Florida, I guess, surrounded by family all the time. You know, I don't know what her reasoning is behind the fact that she doesn't want to live in Florida permanently, but she does not want to be there. She just wants to visit. But at this particular point in time, Wendy should not be drinking alcohol. She should not be smoking, given her health conditions and things like that. And, you know, the more I see of Wendy and her being disoriented and things like that, the more I feel that maybe it was a good idea that Wells Fargo froze her accounts, because the awareness that Wendy used to possess is just not there anymore. It's just not there. You know what I'm saying? This would be one thing if Wendy was still coherent and Wells Fargo had, you know, basically frozen her accounts. But you see evidence that something is not right with Wendy. And there's evidence, right? I mean, supreme, profound evidence in why Wells Fargo, right, was justified in freezing Wendy's accounts. It really is. The evidence is there. Wendy is not Wendy anymore. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm glad that she was able to make it back home safe and sound. Anything could have happened in New York when she made that run to get cigarettes and a bottle of vodka. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna draw the line here. I want you guys to drop down and let me know what you think about the George Foreman situation and this Wendy situation, right? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.